Hey guys! Welcome to our spoilers review of The Silver Mask by Clare and Holly Black. Unfortunately, it's been a bit of time since we've read this book, so we're like a little foggy, but we really love this book, so we're gonna do our best to give you the best spoiler review we can. This book picks up about a year after the last book left off, where Call is in mage jail for being the reincarnation of the enemy of death, and it's been a rough time for him, mainly because he's been in jail just kind of sitting on Aaron's death. He doesn't get to know what's happened, he doesn't get to talk to his father or Tamara or anything. School started, people have kind of like moved on with their life, and he's still stuck in jail.
And also he's in isolation, so it's not like he can even interact with any of the other prisoners, because the mage council is like, he's the enemy of death. He's gonna like get a bunch of followers. He's gonna have his second coming, and we can't let that happen. Call's just like, I'm like 13.
I'm like uninterested in this stuff. Can we please move on with our lives? But no. So the only, Call is like, I'm basically gonna be in jail for the rest of my life, this is it. And when all of a sudden a jailbreak occurs between Call and also Anastasia Tarquin and Master Joseph.
But before the jailbreak, he gets a visitor, and it's Jasper. And Jasper shows up, and Jasper's just like, so we've been through a lot of stuff together, and I have no one to talk to about it. And by the way, Celia broke up with me, so and Call's like, did you literally just come here to whine to me about the fact that your relationship just ended? And he's just like, yes! So Jasper happens to be in the wrong place at the wrong time when this jailbreak is initiated.
And Tamara does too.
So Tamara is crucial in creating this plan. She plans to get him out, but they get to their safe house, and then we find out that Tamara has been played by Anastasia and Master Joseph, and now she's trapped with them.
Yeah, so they escape. Call's like, oh great, I'm out. Oh shit, I'm trapped with Master Joseph.
I'd rather go back to mage jail.
Thanks. And Master Joseph's like, yeah, you can't leave. You've got a job to do.
This part is like, it's kind of a short chunk of the novel that could be summed up quite quickly. Master Joseph starts teaching Jasper and Tamara just magic stuff, and it's just like, oh, by the way, raise figure out how to raise the dead, Call. And Call's like, I don't want to.
Yeah. And Master Joseph's like, well, your friends could quickly turn into hostages.
Figure out how to raise the dead, Call. No!
And Call's like, I'm gonna do dick all.
How about you raise your dead best friend? Okay!
Yeah. Fine, I'll do it.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I'm just, such a trap. And you know he's gonna do it. And Tamara's like, yeah, no, play along with him. Like, yeah, no, like, totally raise Aaron, but don't do it. And Call's just like, Call, yes!
So that's like basically Master Joseph's like fucking clever way.
Because he wants his son back.
Yeah, I think his name is Dylan. We've had an argument about it, but Master Joseph's son was killed in the first book, and they're like, he's like, yeah, I want him back, so you're gonna raise the dead. I was devoted to Constantine. I like helped shape him and mold him, and you're definitely gonna be Constantine again. You're gonna be the enemy of death. You need to figure out how to raise the dead.
And Alex is kind of chilling around trying to be like prototype enemy of death 2.0. You know, your evil overlord, always wear black stereotypes, like too cool for school, probably trying to smoke out back.
Yeah, like I'm anti-establishment.
Probably is listening to like heavy like punk rock, you know.
Like, you don't know me.
He's listening to Simple Plan.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, wow, that probably just showed our age. Point aside being so, but Alex had also killed Aaron, and so we have Call just being like, I don't want to work with you.
Which, fair.
Yeah, fair. And Alex being like, just die already. I want to be getting death.
Which is like an interesting relationship, because they kind of have to like get along, but obviously they don't like each other. And of course you have Call being like, oh, I shouldn't raise Aaron from the dead, but I really want to, and he could probably do so much of a better job than me, but like this fucking like sucks. And so you've got this like really interesting dynamic where you're like, is it okay to do the wrong thing for the right reasons and like your intentions? So Call ends up deciding, like, in order to just, you know, figure out who the enemy of death was, he starts like going through the house, seeing all his stuff.
Anastasia Tarquin is just like, you are the like, you have the soul of my dead son, so I meticulously rebuilt his room, hoping like it'll spike your memory.
Yeah.
It's kind of terrifying and horrible.
It really is. And so Call eventually finds out through a diary that Jericho, Constantine's brother, left, that Constantine was a terrible person.
Yeah.
Just like had no regard for his brother's life or anybody else's life. He was constantly doing experiments that were like
awful.
And he was actually taking pieces of Jericho's soul and he was putting them in people and doing experiments with them. And Paul's like, holy shit, that is twisted. Like, oh my god, I am not this person.
I liked it and I didn't. Because on one hand, I'm like, they're trying to build up through the other books that Constantine Madden was just misunderstood and, you know, conquering death. Is that really a bad thing? It's like, no, he's actually an asshole. And I'm just like, I think I would have liked it a bit better if he was sympathetic.
But it's like, I find it interesting and like, take the people who are like looking at Nazis these days and being like, no, they're misunderstood. No, they're fucking assholes. Like,
everything comes back. Because what is our motto, Chelsea?
Fuck it.
Everything is connected.
Yeah. So, I mean, I kind of liked it.
But, like, my problem with it was just that this book is trying to be the origin of an evil overlord, and then, like, now it's, with the ending, it's just calls like, I'm not a villain, I'm a hero, and I'm just like, it's not, like, edgy anymore.
No.
Now, granted, next book, he's probably gonna kill someone, and this whole argument is gonna be invalid.
I liked it, but, like, I don't know. It leads Call to the realization that in order to bring Aaron back from the dead, the key is not to use somebody else's soul, it's to use his own soul.
He rips a little piece. He makes a little Aaron Horcrux.
And tosses it in there, and lo and behold, it freaking works.
But Aaron comes back wrong.
Yeah, like all the things that made Aaron good and happy and nice. Just like, he doesn't care about anything anymore. He's just like, well, we can go kill some people, like whatever.
Paul's like, you're supposed to be my moral compass, man. Like, you're the good one, I'm the bad one. What the hell? And Aaron's just like, who cares about morals?
I was dead, I probably shouldn't be alive.
We find out that Call has a gigantic army that's just kind of chilling under a lake. Like all his, like...
dead army that Constantine Madden had created. And then we also get to see the progression of Call and Tamara's relationship, which is super cute. You know, Call finally realizes maybe she wasn't into Aaron, she was actually into Call, and he was just kind of missing the signals.
Which is like a big point turn from, it should have been you.
Yeah.
I don't know, if someone told me that it should have been me who died, I think I would be a little bit like, so we're romantically involved now?
That's kind of a rocky relationship, considering Tamara's like, don't raise Aaron from the dead, and then Call raised Aaron from the dead. So that's an awkward conversation where Tamara's like, I don't even know you anymore. Yeah.
A great soap opera. The climax of the novel is there's going to be a big battle between the enemy of Death's forces and the Mage Council. So earlier on they made an escape attempt, it didn't work. Then later on Jasper and Tamara make an escape attempt, and they leave Call and Aaron there, and Call's just like, everyone betrays me.
I'm still not a bad person, but everybody betrays me.
Maybe I should be the enemy of Death. And Aaron's just like, yeah, maybe you should be the enemy of Death. And Call's like, no! And so Tamara and Jasper inform the Mage Council where the enemy of Death's people are holed up, and so they're coming to fight, and they're gonna have their pre-battle conversation, and Call is just like, okay. They're not gonna like take him in nice. He's doomed. So he's like, okay, screw it. I will be the enemy of Death. I am Constantine Madden reborn. And I'm just like, honey?
And so he does end up having a conversation with the Mage Council before the thing, and they're like, you know, if you were a good person, you would sacrifice yourself for us.
That was kind of messed up.
And everybody's like, whoa there! We want him alive. Like, all Call's friends are like, we wanted him alive.
May we remind you that this is a child.
And he has not yet committed any crimes against humanity other than raising that guy over there. But at no expense to anyone else, really. So, like...
just himself.
Can we have him alive? And they're like, no.
Oh, we forgot to mention that Aaron kills Master Joseph. Yeah, so that's the thing that happens. That's when Call's just like, you are seriously broken.
And nothing I can do can fix that.
Moving on. So Alex is now in charge, and Call was just like, oh, with Master Joseph gone, I, as the enemy of Death, should be able to take over my forces and totally manage to, like, fix this. And it's like, actually, no, if something happened to Master Joseph, Alex takes over. And he's just like, really? But I'm the Master of Death. listen to me. And they're like, well, and so Alex is like, you take your zombie horde and I will take my zombie horde and we will attack. It'll be a two-pronged attack and yours will take the brunt of the forest because I don't want you having an army. And Call's just like, okay. And instead of attacking people, he's just like, dance, my minions. And people are just like, what the fuck is he doing?
You know, Call's forces get wiped out and they manage to push Aaron's forces back. And it results basically in Alex's forces get wiped out. And it results in a battle between Alex and Call that ends up creating like this big chaos black hole thing where Alex gets sucked in and Call manages to not get sucked in, but he also kind of gets wounded at the end.
And Aaron dies his second death, and it's very sad and tragic.
But Call gets his soul back.
And that's good, and Call's like, yeah, I feel kind of a little bit better now. Like,
something was missing. Now it's not.
And if you thought that that was where this book was going to end with a nice little conclusion, no. Holly Black and Cassie Clare set up with a cliffhanger, a two-pronged cliffhanger. Prong number one, Alex Strike comes bursting back out somewhere else as like a chaos elemental, which is like terrifying and awful and creepy. Because his like silver mask that he's been wearing is kind of like fused to his face. It's his face now, and it's kind of this, like really kind of horrific, disturbing imagery. And I'm like, okay, cool. The real enemy of death.
Yeah, he's been born from your superstition and nonsense.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Part two. Call's like, damn, okay, we did it, we got through it. And he just hears this little voice in the back of his head being like, hey, Call, hey, it's me. I feel normal. We're really in a bit of a situation now, aren't we?
And Call's like, shit, I think that's Aaron.
So, he now has two souls in his body, somehow.
Now they don't have to fight over Tamara anymore. Creepy as fuck.
So yeah, it was fun. It was really short though.
But like, it was good. I really liked it. And I'm super excited for the next one and when that comes out. So tell us what you guys thought. Tell us your predictions for the end of the series. And if you liked what you heard, subscribe to us down below. Bye guys.